Hey, what's up, man? What's going on, brother?
Hey, not much, man. How you is the question. What's going
Man,
on?
hey,
You
it's
tell
good to
us
be
what's going
seen
on. Yeah, always better to be seen than viewed.
and viewed, man. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. I had to make it on here today, man, to be with the guys. Part of my recovery, restoration, and healing, man, is being able to be on with you and Ike wherever he's at. I think he probably just getting off of work or something.
Yeah, yeah. And then plus he got, 12, 13 kids. So,
I know, man. He probably in the bleaching right now trying to cook up something.
yeah.
keep them. You know what? I think it's one of his daughter's birthday today.
Well, funny enough, yesterday was my little man's birthday, Bryson, man, my
Yeah,
youngest.
Bryson's
Yeah,
birthday. Yeah.
yeah. 7
Happy
years
birthday
old.
to him. And
Much appreciated.
yeah, absolutely. And I can't remember which daughter, but I think it's the second oldest. I think it's her birthday.
Mm.
But happy birthday anyway.
So, hey,
Over at the Bliss family.
that would be Zoe. Yeah.
That would be Zoe. That's right. Yeah. Happy birthday, Zoe. If it is you.
Right.
Uncle Balel said he got a present for you. So go
Listen,
see him.
come see me.
So, man, it's good to be on. It's good to be here. And just want to welcome everybody that's back with us today. Man, I got a lot to talk about, but thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. The recovery has been very speedy for sure. So I'm excited, man. God is good and he's a healer and he put the right people in the right place, man, for me to be sitting here today. So just as a disclaimer, Bilal and Ike already know this. If y'all hear me talking and it sounds like I'm gonna cough, it's just man, there's a lot that happens to your body when they open it up and go into the heart, man. So I'm gonna get into that a little bit later, but just kind of want to give Ike some time if he is around, or if Brew, Big Brother Warump, if he want to jump on today, man, come through. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in the chat. Uh, if other brothers want to join in on the call with us today. But B, man, how's your week been going so far, bro?
Um, it's been a great start to the week. So I don't know if I believe I shared with you. I've been working on a project, and that project has kind of opened up some doors and some opportunities for us to present at some conferences. So we're scheduled to present at a conference this month. It's a virtual conference for providers, you know. So I'm excited about that. And then um, there's another conference, another that's happening later on in the year in October that we submitted the application to be presenters at. But ironically, on Friday, my supervisor and I were talking, and she said, I think you'd be great to be a part of the planning committee for this conference. It's a national conference, the one that's coming up in October,
Oh,
and
that's
the
dope, bro. That's big time.
yeah. So
That's
they
right.
they asked for people who wanted to be a part of the planning committee. So I threw my name out there, and now we're gonna see. You know what I mean? So we just and some other doors that could be opening up real soon. You know what I mean? Just I don't want to kind of go too far into those just yet. But when they happen, please believe I'll be on here talking about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we shall see.
Yeah. I mean, you're making a contribution to the field. It's not even just that you're doing a presentation, but you're contributing new knowledge that people can use and that they can be able to implement, in their curriculums. So it's a big deal, man. And, just I know that you're humble about things, and I know that you like to do things, in the timing that it should be, man. So I'm gonna celebrate you and say, yo, that's a dope move right there. And I
I
really do hope, man, that what has to happen next for you is that we got to get you on some publications, so where your name is on there, man. That's what we
appreciate
need
that.
next, so
Listen,
that people start quoting Lil Smith, be like, according to Smith, 2022 in parentheses, if you use
Man,
APA formatting, this is
listen,
what he says about X, Y, and Z, man.
uh,
That's where we got to get
I
to.
am. You know what? I believe there will be certainly some opportunities that are going to be happening in that vein, in that avenue.
Yeah,
Um, but this one of the things that I'm hoping, like, I mean, this whole idea or concept of the metaverse and kind of where we're going, and as it relates to just the new world, this new virtual arena that we are kind of embracing as a community society. Like, even I mean, you got to figure. Um, I'm not too abreast of how long StreamYard has been around. You know what I mean? This platform that we're on. Um, but you think about before the pandemic, this isn't something we would have said, hey, we're gonna meet at Kareem's house, or we're gonna meet at Isaac's house, we're gonna meet at B's house, and
yeah,
this is how we're gonna do bro talk. You know what I mean? And we've done that. You know what I mean? We've certainly done that, but we're able to do this because the pandemic presented an opportunity. So and if anybody's watching, if you're familiar with, everyone's heard of a SWOT analysis: strength, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. So for every obstacle, there's an opportunity presented. You know what I mean? And it's just really seizing and taking advantage of that opportunity to maximize that moment. And I think we're in a season and in a period of time where we really have an opportunity to maximize, this the virtual world and arena and platforms as they are expanding. Again, we talked about the Oculus VR on here, and if anyone's been on those platforms, where we're headed. And so I think, what I mean, as much as um the publications are needful, and I want to embrace that space as well. This virtual world is the wave. And I'm excited to say, and I'm humbled to say that, you know what I mean, the work in the project that I've been working on for the last year plus, is really cutting edge in that respect. So, you know what I mean, it's not um it's going to be something that people, I believe, once they get a chance to see it and get a hold of it, they're going to want to replicate it.
yeah, and your name's gonna be on it.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's what's up, man. Yeah, when you was telling us after we had got off the call a few weeks ago, you was kind of telling us kind of where things were going. I was like, whoa, a lot of stuff I hadn't even thought about. That we'll talk about at a different time.
Yes, sir.
When that time comes. But brother Mark Guthrie, what's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Brother, man, it's great seeing you, man. It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Yes,
Every
sir,
day
man.
when I get to see you again, man, it's always a blessing, brother.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. It's like I keep saying, man. It's just good to be seen, and I definitely want to say I appreciate your brother's prayers and well wishes, positivity, man. Just everything that y'all have been to me and my family, man. It's been amazing. I felt really secure, going to this time, man. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about it in a few minutes, man. I just wanted to give brothers time, man. How's your week been going? Anything new you working on that you
Oh
want to share?
man, for me, just working on some stuff, man, like securing, trying to get full time work, securing that. I'm doing a part time work right now that I'm loving. I get to go into schools, the KIPP schools in DC, um, uh, doing some athletic training for these kids, and it's amazing.
That's
Uh,
what's up.
these kids is just straight raw. They don't know how to work out. They don't know how to lift weights. And these are high
Wow.
school kids, bro. Some of these
Yeah.
are high school kids, and it's like I went to a track practice today, and I was there, and I'm like even stretching. You know what I'm saying? They're talking back to the coaches, and I'm just there smiling, like, wow, it's a different time. You know, uh,
Man. Shoot.
you know
Talking
these little
back to the
girls.
coach had your lungs tore up, man.
Hey man, listen. And the coach is not screaming. The coach is like,
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
mean,
just
there's a
gonna be
reason
like,
for that too, man. It's
reason
just
for it. It's a different.
yeah.
It's the culture that they serve it. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? And I see it. And a lot of them are talented. They are talented
Yeah,
kids.
very talented.
Um, they just don't. They're just finding themselves, man. And you gotta encourage them. Like one girl was doing a squat, and I said, "Sweetheart, you're not doing it correctly." I said,
What she say to you?
She took it very well.
Oh, she
I said, there
did.
you go. And
Okay.
I start clapping for her. And she, it's like we have to be more of a coach, man. Like with these kids, encourage them, because I think
Yeah,
all their life they would tell not to. They can't do this, and you can't do that. So it's like
yeah.
I get it. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I'm still like, man, you still running. You running to go check your phone while you're in practice. Hey? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Who
like I'm
does
getting, it's like my mind is going like this, flip, flip, flip back, flip. You know what I'm saying?
that,
And I was like, okay, this is a new day, Bruiser. Checking your phone, crazy. New day, Bruiser. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those
Here,
things, man.
here's the
You know,
funny part to that though. Like when we were in high school, there was no phone to check.
was no phone to check.
There's no
Right.
phone check.
Like
That's true. That's true. That's what I said.
I,
Different time, Bruiser. Flip, like you checking what? You run around the gym one time, and you what? Tired, and you're walking, and you're not. I'm like, hey. So it's amazing, man. So I'm doing that right now, man, and um, working some things, man. Africa. I didn't announce it to the world, man. I didn't do it. Some things I like to just keep, cool. But I'm excited about that, man, and it's gonna be very idiotic. It's real alpha. Lord, man, it's gonna be.
Hey,
It's gonna be legendary, man. And like I said,
I
I
think
hope
that's a great word for it.
it's gonna
Legendary.
be legendary. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad. I'm so glad I'm a part of it. I'm one of the reasons. And like I sit here in my house and just think about how it's gonna be and how it's gonna be, and it's like, wow. You know what I'm saying? But I love your line brother already said my line brother gonna look like a Paw Patrol
I don't know what that I don't know what that means.
because of how he has to dress. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
I don't know if I think I showed y'all show y'all the dress code. Didn't I send it to y'all?
I think it was in the email. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. No, not in the email. I sent it to you. I sent a picture of how the dress code is going to be.
I'm about to say I knew
Yeah.
I saw it I knew I
Yeah.
saw it somewhere, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
Paw
he
you
said
Patrol.
the Paw
that's gonna be
Patrol.
it's gonna be out of their element, man. So, but then for me, man, it's feet out. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the vibe, man. So he's like, yo, man, your Bobby gonna look like Paw Patrol. I said, oh, and your man Gabe. He said, them two cats. I said, oh my god.
Hey.
I said, he's wilding. LB's wilding. My little brother wilding. But it's gonna be a show. It's gonna be a show. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be silly and fun.
That's what's up. That's
Even Miss
what's up.
Miss P laughed at us, man. Miss P said, "What? Y'all doing what? Ooh, what? Ooh, my boy." She said, "Oh no, oh no, I'm there." Yeah, man. So I'm excited about that, man. And the lady
That's
family is
hilarious.
excited. Everybody's excited to see people.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Ike, what's up, bro?
And I lost my voice this weekend, man.
Oh man, you was screaming at about somebody?
Nah, somebody punched him in
Nah,
the throat.
That
Oh,
ain't
nah.
true. Ain't nobody punch him. Ain't nobody punch him. Yeah, I
Dude,
go ahead with
He
all
got
that.
he got Will Smith though the weekend.
Okay, okay.
Hey,
Hey,
hey, Chris Rock was talking fine after that, man. Nah, I got a head cold or something. My voice was gone. So
dang.
I'm talking like 12 different octaves.
Oh man,
mm,
that's what
But I
you.
definitely
That's what
wanted to
you
come
came
on,
out
man,
to.
because I know my man Juice was back. Show
Hey,
some
you know what?
love.
it's true.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the love, man, for sure. Uh, hey, my wife said it was okay for me to be here, gentlemen, and everybody that's watching. She felt that I was well enough to be able to do this, man. But let me just start with this, man. Is that I just want to say my wife, Brandy Hayes, she on the phone right now, has been the quintessential definition of a wife, man. When I tell you, just managing everything from the kids to the house, managing me at the hospital. She was there every single day. She was there, even like the times to where I knew she was tired. She stayed at the hospital with me. I'll let her tell this part of the story at some point, but
So
uh,
yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, so
yeah, I'm
let
not
me.
gonna. Yeah, I ain't gonna tell that part.
No,
Yeah,
I mean you can, but let's back up and kind of
yeah.
you know what I mean. Tell
So
kind
let's
of
go back.
let the
Yeah.
people know from the beginning. Like,
All right. So
so because you don't just end up on the operating table and they
they
opening you up.
slicing you.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
so you know what I'm saying. Share with the people, kind of what led up to this.
yeah. So uh, go back to November. I was doing a routine checkup. Any black man, black and brown man that's listening, you should have some sort of primary care physician. If you don't, go get you one. If you don't know how to find one of us can help you, or I'm sure somebody in your network can help you do that. So we were sitting there, we were talking. Now, I'm more of a hard headed patient, be honest with everybody that's on here. And he gave me a speech. It was like either you're going to get in or you're going to get out, meaning that either you're going to take your health seriously or you're going to have to find you another provider. That was a conversation we had in November. And there was some tests that I had to get done as part of like my basically, if I'm serious, and I'm going to get these tests done. So one of the tests was that I had to go to the cardiologist. Cardiologist, they hook you up to this machine called the EKG, which gets like the rhythm of your heart. Really just shows that it's pumping, it's moving, or whatnot. So it was okay, but there was like a little abnormality in that reading. So they're like, all right, so we're gonna do a what do you call it? An X-ray. It's not an X-ray though. It's
A
the
cardiogram.
a cardiogram. There we go. So they did one of those, and it was like, okay, I don't know. So they did a what's the thing where you look for the baby? What's that called again?
Ultrasound.
They did an ultrasound.
Your audio went out, bro.
Went out.
Yeah, it's like it just dropped real low out of nowhere.
Oh no,
It's a little better.
a little better now.
Yeah,
Okay.
oh yeah,
So,
yeah, it's getting there.
all right. So after that, then she's like, something looks off. Like something really looks off. This is from the PA, the physician assistant. She's like, let's get you a CAT scan. Now, for people that don't know what a CAT scan is this big old machine. They gotta uh, put a needle inside of you, and they have to inject some fluid so that the CAT scan can take pictures.
Yeah,
You
it lights
go
up your
in,
veins.
yeah, open up your veins. You gotta take like an aspirin or whatever. So we did that, and the nurses were really nice to me, man. And I did the exam or whatever, and then they're like, "Yeah, we'll get back to you." So they get back to me. I go to the cardiologist, and they're like, "Yeah, it looks like one of your valves is swollen, or you have what they call an aneurysm." And the people that don't understand what an aneurysm is or what it could do,
Mm.
if you've ever heard of people like they could be out running, playing, walking, and then they just drop. A lot of times that is what happened, is that valve or whatever that's the major arteries of your heart just pops. And now the blood that's supposed to be going to very important parts of your body, it don't get there now. So you get a stroke, a heart attack, and then most times you die because there's just not enough time to operate on you in order to do it. So we I'm at the cardiologist, and they're like, we want you to go see the surgeon. So now the surgeon, for what I've learned, is this guy. I think he's Asian American. I think he's from India. He's been like doing heart surgeries for like 30 years. Come to find out, he's the chief surgeon over at Rochester General, and he does heart surgeries almost every day, at least one a day. He's doing heart surgeries. The man is he's on fire, man. So he he shows me, he's like, and I wish I had the picture. He goes, yeah, this is what your valve should look like, which was like kind of like this. And then when he showed me what it looks like, it was like that. And so he was like, yeah, we got to go in and operate on that. We could shave it down, or we could put in like a metal. Sometimes they put like a metal valve in, or they use pigskin, which is what I ended up getting eventually, grafted onto your valve or whatnot. And so that was December 29th when I met with the surgeon. That was a day before my birthday. And at that point, my wife and I, we looked at each other, and, through the whole visit, he was real nice. He was just like educating on us on like the surgery. And for people that don't know a lot about heart surgeries, is that what they do to you is that they put you to sleep, of course, and they freeze your body down to like 15 degrees. You're like ice cold. Like I was an ice cold brother, like for real, for this for this surgery, bro. And then they go in, they slice you up, and I don't know if you can see, but that's the decision right there. And they put you like on a bypass, to slow it, to keep your heart kind of going. And then they go in and they work on it. It take about 3 hours. So December 29th, man, we made a decision to go on January 21st. And January 21st, man, it was like that date came the next day. And I had decided like the week before to like push it out. I was like, it's too soon. Like we're still trying to figure it out on the home front or whatnot. So we decided ultimately on March 25th to do the surgery. So leading up to that, I had to change my eating habits. I stopped drinking coffee. I went to tea. I felt like drinking tea all the time. I was like, yo, man, but I see why though. So I was like, yo, I was drinking the teas, the herbal joints. If I did have a caffeinated tea, it was usually like the green tea or something like that. Wasn't putting a lot of sugar and stuff. I was putting honey in it instead. Switched from dairy milk to almond milk. Took a lot of salt out of my diet. I stopped eating fast food altogether. I couldn't exercise. They told me they said that's a no-no because they didn't want that much pressure in blood. Yeah. Going through the valve like that. Yeah, because the valve they had to operate for me was the aortic valve, which is the valve that goes to your brain.
And listen, an aorta valve is, when you're talking about the aorta, that's the main valve, main artery in the heart. You know what I mean? The aorta, and I know that from in 8th grade biology. That's one of those things that the aorta. You know what I mean? They don't they don't teach you much, but you hear that aorta. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, man, that's what they did. And just take a quick pause is that I thank God, man, for my doctor who pushed me, man, because he was like, listen, man, if I can't serve you in a way that I feel that I'm doing my best, then I can't do it. That was an eye opener, man. I'd never heard a primary care doctor say that to me. You know what I mean? I've had a few. And I thank God for Dr. I'm not going to say the names, but for the cardiologist and the physician's assistant, man, just for being persistent. Just like, man, they're like, man, you're young. And that's the thing they kept asking me, the doctor, like, well, how old are you again? How many kids do you have? You know what I mean? Like they kept asking me that. I'm like, why are y'all asking me this? So later on, I figure out why, because this isn't an operation that young people normally get. This is usually like people that are older, like their 50s or 60s, 70s, that are getting these type of operations. So man, and then of course my surgeon, and then all the nurses and everybody else that contributed, man. It's a big team of people working on one person. And also thank God for good health care, man. I know we complain a lot in America about health care and having to pay, and our stuff isn't free, man. But yo, man, these people out here saving lives, bro. Like for real, saving lives, man. And
Yeah.
I'm just thankful, for that. So I'll stop there, man. If y'all bros got questions, man, just what was going through my mind, and
Yeah, no,
what I was thinking about. And
no, I appreciate you kind of just giving us that glimpse into how everything led up to, and you know what I mean, in that process. But yeah, that's kind of for me the next thought is, you know what I mean, like I know it had to be, stress and you know what I mean, just a weight and just kind of, I mean, that's listen. People go under the knife and under anesthesia for simple surgeries, and sometimes don't, you know what I mean, don't make it out. Like that's, one of the waivers as someone who's had that, had to go under the knife. You know what I mean? When you go in there, they have you sign documents, and it's a waiver that should you not, unless there's something malpractice that happens, you know what I mean, they're not liable. But so, I mean, when you think about it, and that could be for a routine, simple surgery. So, as much as it's routine for the doctor, you could, you might have some sort of comfort that, oh, this man does heart surgeries all day, every day. But on the flip side of that, you're also like, listen, this is only one heart surgery for me. So it's got to be a different kind of, feeling, being the one in those shoes, having to face the prospect of getting, you know what I mean, having such a major surgery done.
I mean, you're thinking about stuff like, is my life insurance in order? How much money I got in the bank? Like, is my wife gonna be okay? My family members, did I do everything I was supposed to do before going through this life-changing event, man? You think about that stuff. You think about, like, even the brothers in our own chapter who have gone to the hospital and never came back. It's like, man, it's just stuff that you think about, man. You think mortality, and you try not to, but it creeps in. At least that's what it was doing for me, man. And that's where I say my wife, for sure, man, my church, y'all, you know what I'm saying, have really helped me to have a good perspective. And I mean, I was in there cracking jokes. They looking at me like, he's cracking jokes right now.
They ain't know you was from Row Alpha, man.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
They didn't know that. So it's like, this dude is really my wife said that the nurse, when they had woke me up initially, they had to try it 3 times, by the way. Again, I said I'll let my wife tell that part at some point. But
let me say this too. Shout out to Big Dogs, Ken Stairs jumping
up,
on.
Ken?
I don't think I mean, to see you on here and to hear you, and I mean, just your facial expressions, seeing the dexterity you have in your body, you know what I mean? Like, people would not understand how strong physically you are, indeed spiritually as well. But people have to understand how strong you are physically to have had that major of a surgery. And I mean, like, and be, you know what I mean, as responsive and as alert and as, I mean, and Ken's been by to see you, I was there the day after the surgery, the day after, you came home, and you talking about, I mean, sitting up, moving around, you know what I mean, like just walking and just everything that when you think about again, and you showed just although it's bandaged, you know what I mean, you saw people could see the extent of the scar, you know what I mean, and you think of that kind of a surgery, and just just to see you, man, just be this vibrant, you know what I mean, is a testimony, and it's a testament to, you know what I mean, to who you are and how what kind of internal fortitude and strength you have, you know what I mean.
Thank you, man. I attribute, first and foremost, man, I attribute that to my faith, man, in Jesus Christ, and the hope and the faith that I have to know that there's a lot for me to do on this earth, and to know that this was indeed a new beginning for me, and to know that I got a second chance, a second lease on life, man. It's just, for me, that's something to rejoice and be happy with. And then to know that I have my wife and my children, to live for, man. When I saw my kids, man, for the first time, when they had came home from school, my kids hadn't seen me in 5 days. About 5 days, man. I wept bitterly, man, for those kids, man, because it was like that was my first time seeing them. And they saw me, and the fact that I was standing up when they walked in the house was just beautiful, because yeah, you're in that hospital, man, and you're with other people that are sick, other people who, like, there's people there that had nobody come and see them at all, and they hacking through the night, you know what I mean? And to know that I have my family and my children, and
People
to
there
know
who
that,
don't
man,
make it home either, you know what I mean, like
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
people there who don't make it home, so
yeah,
when you think about that, like, you know what I mean, I understand, you know what I mean, like you going in for that kind of surgery, and by faith you like, yeah, I'm gonna be home, and I'm gonna be well, I'm gonna get strong. But there, the Bible says Jesus wept because
yeah,
as divine as he was connected to a physical natural body
yeah,
that experienced emotions just like, you know what I mean, like every one of us. So that natural part of you can't help but fathom, is the last time I saw my kids, the last time I'll see my kids, you know what I mean?
right,
So
right,
yeah,
right.
definitely understandable.
Yeah, yeah, and for the brothers out there, man, uh, your children, man, I'm telling you, they are a blessing. They get on your nerves sometimes, but they are a blessing, man. They're your legacy. They're part of you. So just, man, I just want to definitely put that out there, man, about them. But I definitely want to. Ken, what's up, baby? Ken, man, has been
What's up,
leading
baby?
a lot of what's going on. He's been leading a lot of the charge, man, at church or whatnot, getting things, planning with Brandy and stuff, man. So he's been very instrumental in that. So, brother, I want to thank you, on this line, man, for sure, for being there, helping out, and Ken has his ways of doing things. I ain't gonna put him on Front Street, but he got his ways. and definitely by Lil too, as well. Brandy wanted me to make sure I said that. Oh, and I did get a haircut when I got home, everybody. I couldn't stand being in the operating room, man. I have a cut, man. Just it bothered me. It bothered me more than that tube in my throat.
Dude, your dean is a barber. I would hope you get a haircut.
Yeah, he gave me a haircut.
If my dean was a barber, I'll be nice every day.
Man, I was, man.
My dean can't come to me and tell me I gotta pay $30 or $40. I'll be like, dude, want a boy to walk around looking like that? Come on.
That's the price, man. No discounts, man. Ain't no post-op discounts. That's the price.
Nah.
Oh man. But yeah, so and then did you want to say anything? Yeah.
Come on,
okay.
tell sis. No, tell sis she got to come on and say something.
So Brandy, come on, step up, Brandy.
Just say something.
Come on, number. Sound like a number 4. Hey, tell us Sean like a number 4.
Yes. If nothing else, we got to give Sister flowers.
Yeah, Sean like a number 4, man. Number 4, that's how we do it.
Why y'all got me on here?
Because
What's
listen,
up, number?
so
Hold on, y'all. Let me get her audio straight.
Hey, sis, if
Number,
I can be on
number.
here
All right,
sounding
she
like
can hear
if
y'all
I can be on here sounding like this, I mean, you got it. You know, you got it.
Make sure you check your text message. I just texted you too.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm gonna make sure I text that to you.
All right.
the reason one you had to come on is because again you deserve your flowers. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know, if again, and I mean from not just over the past week and a half since you know what I mean, you know the actual hospital stay and all that and being home, but I mean from you know going back to I remember you and we had a talk around November, December when you shared with me kind of, you know, the news and everything, and then that was how we ended up kind of doing the I don't know if we talked about it on here, but you know, sis planned a surprise birthday party for Kareem. You know what I mean? You know, because not only did she just wanted him to celebrate life, knowing what he was getting ready to face and everything. Like she really wanted, you know what I mean, to kind of, you know, make sure that he was celebrating life and all that. And so every part of the way leading up to this point, you know, she has been tremendous, not only just making sure bro's all right, but I mean, I can only imagine, you know, the number of people who have been, you know, either texting you, contacting you, you know, to make sure, hey, what do you need or what does bro need? Just making sure. So you've had to kind of quarterback the whole operation. And so absolutely, you know what I mean? You deserve your flowers. And again, you know, we know it's not an easy task. What is not an easy task just to deal with all that, to have to, you know, to kind of mentally, you know, see and watch and deal with your internal experience of what your husband is going through. But even more so, you know, real alpha brothers ain't easy to deal with, period. So you know what I mean? You gotta deal with you married the one and then you had to deal with, you know what I mean, the rest of
Hey, not true, man. Not true. We're very easy, man. We're very I mean, outside of James, man, I think we all good.
We're just gonna say his name.
Yeah. James
Say
is
his
right.
name. Say his name.
Nah, I really appreciate you all. This has definitely been a journey, and it has it has been very taxing emotionally. I'm not gonna lie, especially when you know that your husband's about to undergo such a major surgery, right? But the mere fact that one, uh, God is just so faithful, and He really kept him. Okay, like Kareem is a walk, and I tell him this constantly. He is a walking testimony.
Tell them what happened when they wanted to wake me up.
But
When they wanted to wake me up.
so we all know that Kareem. Well, before I go into that, let me finish my thought.
My bad. I'm sorry.
But no, he is a walking testimony because you know, with everything that was going on with him at the time, really could have took Kareem out, like at any given point, right? And so just knowing that all these years, the Lord really kept him. He like kept him, and he's so faithful. So I'm just so grateful to have him here on the other side. It really puts things into perspective. You know, it's kind of cliche, right? You always think about the major things that happen in your life, and it's like you don't take those that you love or that you're in community with for granted, but it really does shift your perspective, not only about your loved one, but also about God, you know, and just how faithful and good He is. So I'm just grateful that He's here. I'm grateful that He has you all. You all have been such a strong support for Kareem and myself, and especially while he was incapacitated for that time. I'm just so thankful for you all and how you have stepped up for him, for us as a family. And my heart is just really full of gratitude. And I'm just so thankful that he has you guys as his brothers. Like it's more than just a fraternity. Like you guys are his brothers, you know, and you can feel that, and I can feel that. Like this is, you guys are fam and always will be. You know what I mean? So I'm just so grateful for each and every one of you and everybody that has covered us, everyone that has supported us, prayers, lifted him up in prayer, sent food. I mean, we're just so grateful for that. But in terms of what he was saying, so Kareem's a fighter, right? And so while I was waiting in the ICU, they were trying to get him off the ventilator, and they were having a tough time doing that. Not because he couldn't breathe, but because they were trying to get him to calm, right? Because when you're coming out of that and being woken up abruptly like that, and you're trying to get your bearings, you know, you just like, what is going on, right? But unbeknownst to me at that time, they I guess he was fighting him so much that they had to sedate him, right, to get him calm again. And so when I came in, finally, they asked me, they said, did your husband play football? I said, yeah. They're like, yeah, we could tell, because he gave us a run for our money. So we had to sedate him to get him to calm. And so hopefully by you being in the room now, that he'll hear your voice and that he'll be calm when he woke up. So they tried again. And I was there. And of course, this is all traumatizing too, right? To see all of the tubes in him, and just, it was a lot to process. I'm trying to help him wake up and be calm through all this so they can get him off the vent. And as soon as they took him off that medicine, he he woke up and he was like, oh, like his body just automatically just resisting, right?
And I don't remember none of this, by the way.
And I'm like, you know, pushing him down, like, because I'm trying to be careful with his incision. They're trying to be careful because literally his incision can open at any point in time. And he would not calm for anything. So they had to sedate him again. And then they when he finally went back to sleep, I was like, yeah, you've met Hulk Smash. So now I call him Hulk Smash because he was about to tear up the room to get off the vent. It's like, dude, what are you doing? You know? he was so strong, even being so sleepy. That's the crazy part. He was so strong, but it just shows how much of a fighter he is. And then they switched his medication. And then on the third attempt, I was there again on the third attempt to try to get him off the ventilator. They slowly woke him out of this deep sleep. And so he responded a whole lot better. But yeah, he was pushing. I mean, legs were just going, and yeah, it was a lot.
What is saying in the back of your crossy shirt? And tell the people, man. Just let them know. Tell the people who they dealing with.
It's the beast.
Yes.
The doctors found out today.
He's a beast. Been a beast.
And he really was. I was like, babe, please, you got to calm yourself. Like, I need you to remain calm. But that second attempt, he wasn't having it. He was not having it. And I was fearful too, because I'm like, he's probably really going to get up from off this bed with all these tubes in him. But thankfully, they took that sedation medication in very quickly. And he went right back to sleep. And we all, like, every last one of us just breathed, took a sigh of relief, right? It's like, oh, thank God. I said, y'all need to figure this out. I can't go through this again. Y'all need to figure this out. So, yeah, and now here he is. And he was cracking jokes. You know, one of the nurses came in and said, you know, he looks good. And he was like, yeah, don't I? I do. I said, y'all, please forgive him. Please.
No haircut at all, huh?
No haircut at all. That man was full of confidence. Full of confidence.
Hey, that's the raw.
Hey, Brandon, you got a picture of that? Text it to me, please.
Nah, man. Nah.
The Groovy Collective, man.
I'm the picture king, Brandon. Hey, Brandon, if you ever get on your nerves one day, just you know, you want to go ahead and just take your little picture. I keep it in files. I got files.
No, I want to say shout out to Brandy too, because she is the first Rho Alpha wife to actually put a post in the Rho Alpha group thread. So just know that the chat wasn't the same for a couple days until Kareem came back and posted. All right.
I didn't even want to do it, but he asked me to,
Yeah.
fill in the group. I'm like, this y'all space. I don't want to be that wife that it's like, oh, what y'all talking about? I'm like, no, let me hurry get in here and get out.
You should have read some of the comments after you post. So we didn't hold no punches after that either. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, man.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate you keeping us updated as how our brother was progressing, man. Because it was a tough time for us as well too. I mean, I think that was probably the quietest that the group chat has been, in a while too.
Yeah.
I think everybody is really just kind of focused in and praying and making sure that we kept Brother Kareem uplifted during that time. So thank you for keeping us posted. Thank you for being strong and standing in there for him. Of course, you were going to do it anyway, but we just wanted to make sure that you hear that from us as well too. So.
Oh, I appreciate y'all. That really warmed my heart. I thank y'all so much.
Absolutely.
It's
I'll take whatever I say.
So, if I had to do it again, I will do it again. It's part of the vows that we took, right? And it was interesting because there was another gentleman that was there with his wife, very elderly gentleman, and whose wife was there for 45 days, or still probably there now. And he comes up to see her every day. It's an hour drive for him, and there was another gentleman that was there too. And we were all talking, and we were just saying how we talk about vows and the covenant that we made before God when we marry our spouses, in sickness and health, but really sickness and health is not just pertaining to actual sickness. It could be anything, right? So sickness emotionally, sickness spiritually, health wise, so it really put to the test a lot of the things that we vowed that we would support each other on as we continue this marriage journey. And so I'm just grateful to be able to tell of his testimony and to share this journey with him, right? Because it's only sometimes marriages have to go through trial by fire, and to really strengthen it at times and to refine it and to process it. But with this, it was a whole different meaning. But I just know that God has greater for him, right? And I always declared over him, he shall live and not die. And that goes in more ways than one, too, pertaining to our children, our marriage, friendships, his community, his job. And so I just think that this is an opportunity for Kareem to share a story that will impact people, and impact men, Black men, and marriages, about how God can really use a situation like this to show how faithful he is, but also give hope again. This really is a new, as he said, new lease on life. And this is just a new reset for him in a different capacity, but I'm just really grateful for you all and how you all have supported him and rallied around him. I'm telling you, if you guys weren't there and with a lot of the love and prayers that we received, it could have been another way, but there were so many people, so many intercessors really going hard for Cream in the Paint. And I'm just so
appreciative in heaven.
Yeah, I'm so appreciative of all of you guys. And I mean what I say, because who knows, I don't say this lightly. I love you all. And you guys definitely have my heart, and I will always support you too. If you guys were hopefully never in this situation, but even just in life, that we always got you. But I'm very proud of him, of his recovery, how well he's been doing. He is working me. He is working me. Okay, so put that out there. He's milking this.
She gonna ask the nurse. So when's the next time we could be intimate? That was
Let's go, sis. That's what I'm talking about. Those are the important questions.
It's legit. It's legit.
Yeah. Hey, Juice, you have a problem with that?
I did not. I was like, I know. She just didn't ask this nurse this question.
Listen,
what you mean?
You should have beat her. You should have beat her asking the nurse.
I was going to ask, but she went right for it.
No, you wasn't. I was going to ask.
She asked.
Listen,
so it was like the nurse walked in the door and then the question came out. That's how it went down.
listen, no, yo, listen, no joke. So true story, right? True story. So I had my hernia surgery, right? Now
Oh God.
it was inguinal. So even though they operated abdominally, it was inguinal. So if you know what inguinal means, it means down there, right? You know what I mean? Listen, my doctor came in after while I was in recovery. He said, "You have any questions?" I said, "How long I'm down for, Doc?"
Good. You want to know?
How long I'm down for,
Well,
Doc?
Left right now, okay?
Hey, the doctor. That's what the doctor said. He said if I can go up the stairs and not be out of breath,
Yeah.
I'm good to go.
Yo,
So
you know what's so funny about that? You know what's so funny about that?
what's that?
You ever see that movie? What was it called? What's the worst that could happen, or something like that?
Yeah.
It's got Jack Nicholson in it.
Yeah.
And he was having heart issues, and that's exactly what his doctor said in the movie. He was like, So I asked the doctor, like, hey, he said, I had to be able to go up and down a flight of stairs without getting winded.
So with that being said, was your doctor reciting a quote from a movie, or was he telling you the truth? I'm gonna ask the question again, bro. Ask the question again.
Hey, so far I can walk down the stairs good. I'm working on working up the stairs. So once I get up the stairs,
listen,
I'll be fat.
Bro, you got motivation. Like you got the right motivation.
She trying to get me to stop walking around so much. I'm like, I'm trying to get my wind back up again, man.
He's doing it for you.
Yeah,
Randy.
I love y'all. I was not expecting this to be shared.
Hey, good question, Brandy.
I'm about to head on up out of here.
If it was me, I would have been on the surgery table. As they wake me up, I'll be like, Doc, how much time I got? You talking about, man? Good question, number. That's a number 4 question. Sure.
I put up the Usher figure.
All good.
All right, love you, sis. We appreciate
Love
you.
you, sis.
Love y'all.
Oh boy.
So, man, these are the real questions that we got to ask the doctor, man. We want to get back to normal on certain things, man. So, question got to be asked, man. Hey, it's 8:22 right now, man. Oh, I see, brother Lenny. What's up, brother Lenny?
Lenny Green, baby, money green.
He said, "Will the real Alpha White please stand up?"
Yes,
We got
sir.
Witty, Ordonez. Peace and love to you as well, bros. Man, again, man, I when I laugh though, it do hurt a little bit, but it's good to laugh, man. It's good to laugh. It's good to be happy. It's good to sleep in my own bed because them hospital beds are not comfortable at all.
I know you like
to get and get you out.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Ez, man. Yo, Ezra came by and come see me, man. Yeah. That was dope, man. That's the thing I love about like family and just knowing folks. Like my god sister, man, Anya. Shout out to her. My old ex next door neighbor when I used to live out in Brighton, man. She run the whole unit.
I knew where you were going with that.
Oh, no. I know it's kind of weird, right? How I phrase that. Yeah, the neighbor, our old neighbor in Brighton, man, she run the unit. So I didn't know that until like a couple days.
That's Ezra's people. So she called her up, and that's how she was able to get in. Yeah.
Oh, word. Okay. Yeah, man, that was cool, man. I really did feel like a VIP though, like for real. I felt like a VIP, man. They treated your boy right. They got me my apple juice, my orange juice, everything, man. I couldn't eat no oxtails though, but they hooked me up.
Soon come.
Hey.
Oh, I didn't know, Ezra. I know you was on here. Hey, girl. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm getting back to my normal silly self. So,
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we definitely glad to have you back, bro. Hopefully next show I'm gonna have a voice so I can talk a little bit more. Balel, he gonna get his words in for sure. Dean.
Hey man, nothing
Dean,
but
it's
love,
always
man.
good to see you, bro.
Always good to see you, brother.
Isaac keep talking crazy, and I'm a Will Smith him.
No,
Man.
but no. Will
Hey.
came from like back here though. Did y'all see it?
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Is it?
You know,
It still seems staged to me. I don't know how to.
It does to me too, but I'm still gonna do it.
Man.
It's well, we call our stage too. Then
Yeah, it's cool. It's okay.
ain't nothing to say about it, man.
let me.
I don't even want to talk about it. It's to the point I'll be so mad. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk about it. Big disrespect.
Or just let me get one for the solo. Just one for the solo.
For what solo? Oh God, what solo?
Isaac's a solo. Isaac's a solo.
What happens when
Isaac's a solo. Kareem's a solo.
Oh, okay.
Try to get the last Bama solo. Try to get him.
Now, Isaac, man, you know what I'm saying? You got me?
I got you, bro. It's okay.
Not my boy.
You heard the voice? I got you. Let me get my real voice back. I'll give you the real answer.
That's exactly how Rich be sounded too. I got you, doggy.
I gotta call him tonight.
Yo, Brew would be like, yo, Spanish kid.
That's my guy, man.
Yeah, that's my dude.
Oh
Rich.
man. Yeah.
All right, good people, man. We appreciate y'all. Again, show my boy some love, man. Now that y'all know, you know what I mean? Listen, shout him out. You know what I mean? Turn up on his wall. Listen, because we need full recovery. You know what I mean? Speedy.
Yes, sir.
And I just got off the phone with your LBB, and you know, so he's doing well as well too. So just keep him uplifted, man, as he continues to get better. So
yeah, for sure.
All right, everybody.
All right, y'all. Appreciate it.
Man.
Peace.
Love and respect, brother.
Yes, sir.